We're joined on the Domino's postgame report by Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. Chuck, you said it to me in pregame warmups. Adversity faced tonight. No Rin Dyer out with an illness. Luke Brennigan, back spasms in the pregame warmups. He misses the game. And some early foul trouble from Bryant Thomas. But E.J. Bush, hyper efficient around the rim. 23 points, a season high for him.
Yep.
And Nick Brennigan, John and Amy's baby boy, goes to work with a career-high 20, including 6 of 9 from long range. How about the effort of this team in the second half?
Well, first of all, it's ironic, man, that we literally spent yesterday talking about our response, and that this team, we've got a bunch of high-character dudes that listen and learn, and we had to start learning some lessons in regards to how we were going to deal with adversity and prosperity, but, you know, adversity. And that could be an opponent that's extra good on any night. It could be officiating that you question. It could be outcomes that you didn't anticipate. It could be a number of things. Well, today, that adversity took the shape of no Rin Dyer, a wounded but still very productive Bryant Thomas, the masked one, and then you lose Luke literally in warmups, and Luke is our quarterback. I mean, that would be akin to Mahomes, Josh Allen, Tom Brady, just taking them out of the play and caught all of us off guard, me included. But the response was measured, the response was calculated, and it wasn't panicked. It was like, hey, we know what we need to do. Let's do our jobs. Let's take a very stoic sort of approach to this and eliminate the emotion from it. And I could not say how happy. I mean, like, this is one of those kind of, you look back in a season, or you look back at a career, and you think, like, what could you be facing and what could the circumstances lead to? Man, I'm so happy for these guys, the lesson that was learned tonight, Kev. I can't express, because you and I both know this is one of the hardest places in this league to play. The student section was packed.
Anderson beat the number 2 team in the country in this building to start the year.
And I thought our guys' attitude, responses, effort, resiliency, all that more or less deflated this place. And it, you know, the outcome favored us, but it was more about our response to what we were facing. So I'm just beyond happy and proud for our guys right now.
Well, Nick Brennigan, let's focus on him a little bit. First time playing in a game without his brother. And 6 of 9 from beyond the arc. Reminds you a little bit, maybe because it happened in this building, of what Malik Abraham did a few years back when he knocked down 9 of 11 from beyond the arc. But it felt like he couldn't miss, and his decision-making was off the charts.
I mean, 36 minutes, you know, no turnovers, 2 assists, 2 steals, 20. Incredibly efficient. I mean, he played outstanding. And you know, man, Nick's a team guy first, and he loves this game. He loves basketball, man. He loves working at it, and you love coaching guys like that. But one thing I'm more happy about for him, this place was packed with his family members and friends. The Brennigans, Luke and Nick and Tyler Bowens had a lot of people here. So for these guys to come and perform back in their home state at the level they performed at, man, I'm happy for them. And I'm so glad that their people got to see the performance like this for Nick.
It just goes to show you, when Amy Brennigan shows up with a goodie bag.
Yeah, Kev, I was going to ask you about that. As I was leaving the court, I noticed that you had cornered her here at Press
she
Row
came up.
with an extra big bag of goodies.
She has goodies. By the way, the first bag that she delivered at Catawba was coffee, a rare treat.
Oh. Yes.
This looked like it had a wide variety.
All right. Well,
to complement the pies
we got 3+ hours to figure it all out on the way home.
Bryant Thomas, what a difference he makes. Without him in the first half, in foul trouble, Anderson closes the half on an 18-7 run. And then he comes back to anchor with, 4 blocks?
4 blocks, 3 steals in the second half. If you don't think Bryant Thomas is a bad boy, then you don't understand what bad boys and who bad boys are. We don't win this game without Bryant tonight. Our defense is our identity. And Bryant's presence on the floor, I think the first half was more about adjustment. You know, he takes the shot in the eye the other night. It was a game-time decision for him to even play. We put this this lovely Jason Voorhees-esque mask on him, and I could tell like he was sort of filling it out. Like how do you deal in this thing? But the second half, it was he had made that adjustment, was ready to do what he does, and he did it, man. And again, we do not win without it. He was the missing ingredient between the first and second half. It was him. So I'm happy that he learned a valuable lesson too. You know, sometimes you're not feeling the best, but you can still give it your best. And he did that.
Offensively, second half, probably as good as you could ask for. And defensively, as good as you could ask for. 6 of 24, you hold the Trojans. You shoot 58% from the field. What sticks out to you about both sides of the ball? How did they feed off of one another?
No, we just established that inside presence, you know. We established it. We pounded that thing inside. Our guys got position. EJ was otherworldly in there. Tripp was able to get downhill in the paint. Tyler Bournes came there and had a really nice rim attack and finish. So we established that, and that opened up the perimeter. But all that is going on while we're getting stops. That's the critical thing. We're getting the stops, and that's what's leading to more opportunities in transition and finding them in situations where their defense was compromised in the half court.
I can't think of a game where a team had one turnover in the first half and turned around and had 11 in the second half.
Yeah.
What did you do to cause the chaos defensively?
Defensively, we had sort of lost the plot a little bit the first half. We got out of our positions. Our positioning wasn't as clean and clear as it should be. We adjusted that at halftime, and our guys showed they were trustworthy enough to do that. So we sort of tightened it up. And when Anderson tried to make those 15-foot attacks, we had hands in dribble lanes. We had bodies in drive lanes. And we just challenged action. But it helps when you got a BT back there too. Now let's just be real about that. You got BT back there; it makes things a lot easier.
All right, this you knew from the outset was going to be a challenging 3-game slate, all on the road. 3 really tough places to play: Wingate, Abney Center, and now Tex Turner Arena on Wednesday, where you take on an LMU team that has the longest active home win streak in the country.
Right.
What do you need to do against a rail splitter team that can just shoot the cover off the ball?
Well, we need to get healthy. I mean, I'm hoping we're thinking about our boy Wren, who's back at the house sick, and he couldn't be here tonight. I'm hoping Bryant can be out of the mask come Wednesday. I'm hoping Luke's back, settles down. We'll leave that up to our trusty training staff, and specifically Brian Campbell, who's the best in business, and get our guys ready. But really, Kev, it don't matter. It don't matter where. It don't matter about their winning streak. We don't care about any of that, man. We got to control our controllables. We've got to take a very us first approach to this. We know what we need to do. Our guys will be prepared from a scout standpoint, and got to go out there and do our jobs. No one's going to be a challenge, but I've said it before to our guys. When you guys control what we are supposed to control, what we agree that we are going to control, when y'all do that, we give ourselves a chance to win every night. When we are inconsistent in controlling those things, then we struggle a bit, and anybody does. So I'm hoping that that'll be a really good lesson for us to really re-emphasize and motivate us to do a better job with controlling the controllables.
All right, Chuck. Pleasure as always. Congrats on a 17-point road win in the league.
Thanks, Kevin.
That's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson.